Yeah,
And
if you guys at home are playing some. You're just dead on the side. A bit tankier. It's got a bit more HP. Oh, missed them.
Yeah, unusual for SVG to arrow something and not actually hit anything with his arrow. He almost always times it so that he gets some range creepers like kind of the backup arrow, but yeah, just taking way too much damage from Matthew in the ball there, so has to jump himself away. Alright, a bit of recovery mode here for Thunder Predator up here at top. You know, not the dream start they were looking for, maybe getting a bit overzealous with their trying to try situation and just kind of underestimating the damage which Sacred Arrow can do when that root is applied. Leostyle meanwhile laying into Quinn, and we do expect Quinn to be doing very well in this middle lane, but so far Leostyle is giving him a bit of a spanking.
Styling on him, man. Styling on him right now. When he got hit by the Shadow Strike, so Quinn got a little bit of an opening, but he needs to get one more of the Shadow Strikes on.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about keeping your distance on the Ember. You know, you'll see when it's Ember versus Queen of Pain, the Ember Spirit will always just try and play at maximum distance, just to avoid harass, but also to give him as much thinking time to dodge the Shadow Strike, and then he can, because it's so important on the Ember Spirit, so that he can get play with Flame Guard. But he also needs to play close enough to be able to land the Sleight of Fist onto something as well. So, didn't dodge it.
He didn't dodge it.
Costly. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we've got MNZ and MJZ, which is very confusing, laning into Lelis and Mr. MSS. It's pretty straightforward down here. I think MNZ's having a pretty good time so far. Lelis, he's getting a couple of creeps here and there, but there's a lot of harass to come out from this Troll and this Venge, and I don't think they can match that on Quincy Cruz. They're just going to try and play for the lane here. Lelis, though, getting a couple of further stacks up on him right now. They're going to throw down the Bramble Maze here, but MNZ is just going to run himself straight through. Oh, nice tree cut there to get himself through. That might have just got them a kill. It certainly did. Wow, I mean, usually that's not a maze, but in this situation, mid lane, Quinn getting run down by Leostyle here. He's got the Sleight of Fist, but can Chains come out? He gets the Chains. Oh my goodness. Leostyle gets a bit lucky.
Damn, and Quinn's going to lose the entire creep wave too. Oh, no. This is huge. This is so big for Leostyle. Done for his team. They're gonna secure the top rune too. That's a haste. Oh my goodness. Look at Quinn. He's an entire level behind. Under attack. And if Quinn blinks for this haste, he's dead. So he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, it's daytime. You can see Matthew there. Not a complete madman. Well, Quinn, huge. His first big test in the middle lane for a very long time here, I would say. Except against that Beast Coast series, which was a bit of a mess because it was straight after a patch. So we'll see if he can come back into this one. He is very good at keeping the control and keeping it cool. Yeah, this man is very low, but Frank's actually not that healthy either. In SVG, he's got the leap if he wants to come back in here, but that could be risky. No arrow available for another 10 seconds, however. They're both just going to back themselves off from one another. But I'd say Thunder Predator more or less losing that trade, unfortunately.
The rune of haste.
Thunder Predator looking good right now. They're going to be controlling the bounty runes as well if they can get it. Bottom, Ember's already rotating with the haste. Oh, couldn't get Quinn's bounty. That's just going to pressure him off.
Yeah, now there is a bit late to that. In here, yeah, Leostyle. Got to calm down a little bit on this one, my friend. And he will respect Quinn.
Yeah.
See, this is where things could go wrong, right? If you get too carried away on the Ember Spirit, you know, you try to dive a tower, sport TPs in, all of a sudden you die once and everything just comes swinging back in the other way. So he knows this, though. He's being careful. And,
I think the difference here between Thunder Predator and Quincy is like if this was Quincy's Ember, who's really far ahead, they would have two supports in the mid lane already, utilizing this catapult and pressuring with the Ember to try to do a lot of tower damage. But if you see on the side of Thunder, they're just letting the Ember stay mid on his own. They just refill his bottle. They're like, okay, just play. They're still playing on the side lanes here with the other guys. Matthew is around here though to D-ward at least. But this is a very good time for Thunder to try and pressure up the mid tower. They would bring the bench and the Rubik in and try to kill people, whoever tries to defend this mid.
Yeah, and Matthew's doing a great job on just securing the active runes for Leostyle as well.
Arcane, this is best.
Does feel
That's
good.
runic. 1 minute 6. Top the diving.
Oh, here they go. Yeah, you are jumping onto Frank right now. Frank, though, he's pretty healthy. And with that ball slowing him down as well, they could actually threaten him with Leostar coming on this one. Nice movement down from Leostar there to make sure those chains come off, and Yuara is going to lose his life. And a stylish traveling. You see Leostar, he actually pops the Fire Remnant and gets the kill and TPs back to lane in the same one, meaning he actually clicked the Fire Remnant at mid, just knowing that I was going to get the kill. I mean, that's a cool guys don't look at explosions move.
Dude, this is what I meant with the arcane rune. You know, he barely used any mana, got a kill top. You cannot dive towers when the opponent mid laner has the rune, right? And I think that was a bit of a misplay coming out from QC there to do that when Quinn is giving information the Ember got the rune ball.
So just to get this straight, do you value arcane rune so much that you call it the rune, or were you just mean the active rune?
I think that's the best rune you can get at 6 minutes. Like, it's better than haste and DD because it allows you to take more drawn out fight, especially when the opponent are trying to make a play around anywhere between 6 and 8 minutes. They take a fight, you're just gonna pop the arcane, TP somewhere, and you can literally cast like 10 spells without running out of mana.
Enough. And that's especially on heroes like Ember Spirit and Queen of Pain as well as they fight over this one. And Leostar just took a fat stack up at top, which now puts him in a pretty good position when we're looking at the old net worth chart here. So it is Leostar on the top, closely followed by MNZ on the troll. You know what? These lanes going very damn well.
Dire's middle tower is under
I think this is a great game for Thunder. I mean, MNZ though, if he dies here, he does have an ultimate. Pop his stick first.
Yeah, but the arrow is going to connect on Tim MSS as well, throwing it down the Bramble Maze, trying to find the kill. MNZ unfortunately can't control himself walking into every single bush, and he's going to back himself up. Now Leostar comes in. Oh my god, the DD just slabs through him right now, stun out onto SPG as well. Leostar not super healthy right now. I'm going to pop that Flame Guard though, keep himself okay, bottle up as well. Quinn can't really commit to this kill as MNZ sees him on the side here. They don't get the stun out in time, and the Quap will blink herself away. Leostar, they're going to just run straight back into mid.
Quinn's almost level 8. Leostar's already level 9.
Yeah.
Yikes. Going for the Desolator. I'd rather he went for like a Yule so he can't die against like Dark Willow. And he can save his allies when they're getting dueled and stuff. This physical damage build is just way too greedy.
It really is. Like, I understand that
you can just let the troll carry, right? Just leave the carrying to the troll. Why you gotta get a Desolator? Just buy the items that let your team survive and...
For sure, I completely agree. I think this Desolator's not a great idea. I would like to see him going for something like the Yules, maybe Spirit Vessel, because there is a decent amount of healing on the Quincy crew.
You got Legion, you can't go back.
Oh yeah, it poaches off, doesn't it? It might be. Yeah, it's
all
gonna
good.
be bad.
Be smoking up now. But yeah, like utility items first at least to make sure that you can live or you can save your allies is definitely a lot better. I think Yules is amazing in this, especially if the Quap is going for Orchid. You have a way to save yourself. Now if you go Deathwell first, sure you can snowball.
Frank's going to be in a world of hurt right now. The arrow is going to connect on Tim, and he's going to get taken on down here, and that's going to be another kill. But the return coming in here. Leostar and Matthew on the chase, lift up onto Quinn. Can they bring him down? He's going to try and jump the way, but the chains come in. The damage comes in. The stun from MJZ just to make sure he goes down, and Quinn will pay the price. Not a good trade again from Quincy crew. Now, I think
I've never seen Quinn in this position before, where he's so poor in a game, like in this tournament at least.
Not in this one, no. This is his first challenge for sure. Now, they do have one thing to fall back on, Quincy crew. They've got the Midas Sven, and he's just picked up that Midas.
That's early.
It's something. It's scary.
Very, very early. Like, yeah, it's a very good point to make. Midas Sven, we've seen what he could do, especially if it gets to an Aghanim's. It's just that he is playing up against a Troll dude. It is a good carry matchup. Sven versus Troll Warlord.
Why is that?
Well, Sven likes to burst heroes where Troll can just get on top of you with like a basher and ult you and then stop the Sven from... Right? So... And he attacks extremely quickly. So if the Troll ever gets on top of you with that battle chance, you can't do anything against the Sven. You can't out damage him. And he's gonna have a bunch of lifesteal too. Also, yes. I assume he's gonna go for an SNY Satanic at some point. or at least a satanic BKB, and then all of a sudden the Sven can't do anything. Like Sven might crit you once or twice, and that's not even gonna bring out like half of Troll's health.
True enough, yeah. And also Sven's not a hero which likes building MKB particularly, but with the whirling axes, it's very hard not to. Relying solely on your BKB can be troublesome. Yeah, I can totally see how this matchup could swing in the Troll Warlord's favor. Thing is, I'm wondering how much space Siwa is going to get to farm this game, because he does farm faster with the Great Cleave and the Midas. He's going to be farming much faster with the Troll, even if he does get this Battle Fury, which he's heading towards a very good timing on MNZ. Meanwhile, Quinn under the Moonlight Shadow going to look over towards MJZ here, but MJZ, he's got the TP. He says, see you later, buddy. I'm out.
I guess at the stage Quinn's at, his Orchid is gonna come out so slow. This Ember might just get Deso and then finish a Yules before the Orchid is a problem.
Oh, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Nice dodge on the Fire Emblem, using the Fire Emblem that he has in the bottom lane. I don't think I've seen someone using a Fire Emblem across the map to dodge out that spell before. That's very cheeky on Neo style.
They're gonna lose the mid-tower. So much pressure.
Oh, and now the left comes in onto Lelis, throwing him back with the fear. It's going to land onto the Troll Warlord, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to save the Looting Commander. Swap's just going to bring him back. We'll turn around, we'll finish the job. Lelis gets dropped. A great kill in the middle lane, and more importantly, the tower is gone as well. So much of the map now being opened up for Thunder Predator. Hopefully can start to put some pressure onto the Sven and help shut down your War just a little bit.
Hey man, I said, you know, Thunder Predator, they should snowball the first 10 minutes, and guess what? This is their game. They're mentally reset after the game 1 loss. They're back in it, boys.
This is what I mean, dude. You know, this is what I mean. Thunder Predator, they don't care about losing games, you know. New game, new me. All about that reset button. Get into game number 2 with a fresh face and some new boxing gloves, tied a little bit tighter than the last one. So, Thunder Predator, what are you going to give us? Because it is time to take things into your hands. It's time to lay the smack down. The Sven is your timer. He is going to be farming up, and either you deal with him or you put pressure on him now. And I think that is going to be
taking the mid tower.
Option.
That's a big advantage.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Because now the Sven, he needs to farm behind the tier 1 where he used to be, and it's a lot scarier for him to just be able to farm the 2 camps like this. And taking this mid tower has opened up the Roshan as well. They're taking a 13-minute Roshan on the side of Thunder, and QC can't do anything about it.
No.
Kane is too weak.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They don't have the team fighting capabilities on the side of QC.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Damn.
Yeah.
They're in a good spot, man. Thunder Predator this game. They're gonna get that Battle Fury too completed.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I think, would be worried that this Troll's going Battle Fury because, you know, it's like, why is he trying to match the Sven's farm? But he's not. This item just allows you to stay on the map as a core much better, much more profitably, because you can just farm up everything super quickly and then keep on turning up the fights, keep on pressuring. It's why Ursa Battle Fury became so popular, because people actually were realizing that, wait a minute, I don't have to sit AFK in the jungle when I pick up a Battle Fury. I can actually play on map, farm super hard, and not worry about falling too far behind when I'm pushing towers, which I think is very important.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Did you see what skill Matthew has?
Oh, ooh, wow, that's a big one they want to play around with.
Yeah, if he can get the passive skilled up on level 8 before it runs out, the spell steal timing in 45 seconds that you take a team fight, that's huge. Because that's going to do a bunch of damage with that extra 40% spell amp.
Yeah, I believe it's
But I guess like QC know that. They're trying to avoid any clashes that is not around their own vision. Tier 2 tower top is very, very low. Neostar wants to break the smoke. He's him.
Yeah. Slitus comes down. SVG says, nope, thank you very much. I'm going to back myself away. And yeah, Leostyle is actually going for the Yield Scepter next. Love to see it. Meanwhile, Sven's going to pick himself up a Halberd. That's going to help him in the 1v1 matchup against the Troll Warlord.
The Leostar got big balls, man. He already knew he was going to farm this Yules before the Orchid even comes out on it.
What a flex. What an absolute flex.
I mean, Quinn actually almost does have his Orchid. He's done a pretty decent job at farming his way back into his game. It's kind of helpful. Sven can farm Aegis and he can farm Hero with Quinn. But it looks like Thunder are on the attack now. They took the tier 2 top. They didn't take the outpost first.
Yeah, that would slow them down. They want blood, not buildings. Quinn could be an option, but
Juicy.
yeah, they seem to...
Oh,
Oh no, he doesn't seem to know. Lift comes out, damage comes in, stun is there. Leo Style in the neighborhood. The chain's gonna make it an easy one, and they will scoop up Quinn. Caught with his pants down.
I thought they knew because Marana saw all the heroes there, right? And then Quinn just like aggressively blinks into the small camp there. Dies. Yikes.
Not a good play, not at all. I mean, yeah, I thought they knew as well. I thought he was blinking away, and then he just kind of blinks into everyone and gets himself smashed.
Halberd on the Sven. That is good. Stop the kill from the back of him.
Yep, like that. Pick up a lot. Going for the BKB next
Dire's
as well.
middle tower
I
is
think it's
under attack.
important. Maybe one day we can look towards a Aghanims on this spend, but there's a few items he needs first. To us, I'm kind of worried that the Aghanims this game might be a little bit too slow, and you'll want to pick up some damage instead. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, he's going for the BKB first though, and you can't play this hero without BKB. Possible. Professional data.
Oh my god. SVG takes one step up those stairs and it instantly just gets completely tombstone.
He wanted to get some information from his team.
He did.
Being like, okay guys, they're all there. Maybe you guys can split push top now. I love hot thunder.
Quinn, not again. Sweet little Quinn. The hope, the NA prodigy, just getting completely curb stomped right now in this game, unfortunately. Killed off again in the middle lane. Thunder Predator as well. They are rubbing that salt into the wound with those voice lines.
Is under attack.
Dude, they're gonna take this tier to tower bottom as well. I mean, when can Sven fight? Even if he does get a BKB, he's just gonna get roared up. They're just gonna hold that for him. Or swapped. He's gonna get swapped, right?
Yeah.
And then he has to run back into the fight with his BKB like in a really awkward position or something. I mean, dude, Thunder are playing him great. There's only like a 2k gold event or top though, dual.
Oh, yeah, they're going on him right now. God Strength coming out as well. Do they have the damage to finish off Leo Style? They do. They just about get him. I thought he had a glimmer of opportunity to get away with the Fire Remnant, but alas, it wasn't to be. And that is going to be Leo Style dead. I love this play from Quincy Correction. They knew someone was going to come back to push back that tower, and the likelihood of that being Ember Spirit is very, very high. But now they look for the return onto Quinn here, but MJZ actually going quite early there with that wave of terror. And Quincy Crew are like, hey, you know what? We're a hero up. If you guys want to fight, we can fight. We can do-si-do. Meanwhile, the Aegis is actually running out on Troll relatively soon. If Quincy Crew have this... Oh, no, Quinn. Oh, no. Sweet little Quinn. Man, he had a dream. He had a dream. He was like, I'm going to silence up this troll. We're going to play around him for 20 seconds, and then that Aegis pops. We're going to take him out, and I'll never see it coming. But unfortunately, he didn't think about his own ability to survive being like that off a sapling in a thunderstorm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I want to say they're up only 2k gold, but that doesn't tell the whole story. And the reason is because this Beastmaster and Benj Auras is like adding network onto their lineup. Because as long as they're together as 5, every hero is getting boosted. So they got Vlad's, they got Inner Beast, they got the Benj with the Vengeance Aura. Also the Wave of Terror, the extra minus armor, that's going to help Troll deal more damage. Ember Spirit with the Desolator is going to help the Troll deal more damage too. So this Troll is getting stacked up on a lot of things where on the side of QC, they don't have that. All they have is the Legion Commander with the press the attack, right? But the press the attack needs to be reserved for somebody who's getting stunned up. Not aggressively for damage dealing by the stun.
Yeah, and then they've got a minus as well, which is, you know, actively about 2k gold for a pretty high attack speed item, and that's about it. Meanwhile, SVG, so he's going to get picked off.
Lelis is next. Lelis is next. Gotta chase him. Gotta haste.
Run, Lelis. There's only so fast he can go, and they're going to drop the silence onto the Ember Spirit. He's not going to stop, though.
DD haste.
Fast. Haste DD, yeah. Come mess with me, gents. Meanwhile, the stun will eventually collide with him. No, never mind. He's going to dodge that as well. He's just styling out right now. Leo styling on this game.
They have to save that Legion. They're like, guys, do everything you can. If we lose another hero here, I don't know. They might just walk high ground with all these auras. Vampire Fangs on the Troll too. My goodness.
Dire's middle tower
Really
has fallen.
strong Troll Warlord, right? And they just keep invading and sitting here with the Troll, right? So Sven has no access to Ancients. His farm has slowed down. The Sven can't go here because all they would do is launch a Hawk and then find they would chase them down.
Yep, those damn Hawk drones. Always there to find you when you least want them to.
This is the only place where they can safely farm, but then that means all the heroes need to cover the Sven. And they're just chasing him out too. This feels like QC playing on Radiant side right now.
Yeah, it does, it does. This is the kind of Dota which Thunder Predator can play just as well if given the opportunity to. If given these kind of lanes. Quincy crew, I mean, what is their comeback condition then? They've got this BKB nearly finished on the Sven. Does that give them an opportunity to take a fight?
They can smoke up, maybe the LC and the Sven. Like, they need to bait out Quinn, and then they need to smoke the LC and the Sven from behind and try to kill the Bench and the Rubik. And they need to kill the Bench twice, because if he's alive with the aura, that's still a problem. So they're gonna smoke up right now. How's Quinn? Does he have anything? Does he have BK? No.
My guy's a little peasant, unfortunately, in this game.
Yeah, he's going for heals. That's the poor man's item.
It is. Clear Star being seen on the front lines here. Beautiful arrow connection, but the swap comes out from MJZ. They'll take him instead. The Jewel comes down. They will find that kill, but MS and SVG have already gone down. Meanwhile, Sven with the BKB just gets roared up, and MNZ, he starts tick-tacking away at him, popping that Battletron's just chasing Yawar off the battlefield. Turns around for the quick little kill onto Quinn, and now Yawar's going to get himself run down. He's turning around. He's trying to man up, but unfortunately, there's only so manly you can get, and this man will be taken on down. Yawar is dead. 5 heroes in the grave for Quincy crew as Thunder Predator. They are going to take on this high ground, and to be honest, this is definitely one lane of racks, maybe even two. Do they even stop right here? To be honest, I mean, they must be feeling very damn good.
I wouldn't be surprised if QC just call it here. Honestly, their teamfight capabilities are not possible against Thunder's lineup unless they kill the troll first right away, which is very hard thing to do against a vengeful spirit.
Still the Ember to worry about. I mean, the troll is.
Well, they're gonna commit to this melee rack too. Sven not alive, no damage. Ember gonna chain him up. Back off.
Dire's top barracks.
Yeah,
done.
Bro.
And this wall of creeps to protect them from the arrows incoming as well. Just making sure no one gets caught out on the backlines. Very clean from Thunder Predator. Oh, like, guess what? Roche is respawning in 10 seconds. How fortunate.
Okay, here we go. Last fight. This is all in right
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they're going for this.
What'd you say about?
Hell yeah. The taunt on Ember Spirit's such nonsense when he has the nunchucks. You can't he throws a piece of meat into the air and chops it up with nunchucks, which is...
Oh, I didn't see it actually.
You can't do that. If you can chop meat with nunchucks, then I think your nunchucks are too sharp.
If you hit it hard enough, if there's enough force,
no, it will obliterate.
Sure
it will obliterate. It's not going to get cleanly chopped into many pieces. It's going to smash everywhere and make a big mess.
Just a lady going about her business.
That's a DD on the troll too now.
Just saying, my immersion is being ruined. Oh yeah, this is revenge for last game. Remember that Morph got a DD, which was way more critical than this? Now, oh, Troll. Oh no, the arrow comes into Roche. Beautiful positioning. Yeah, Troll's like, oh, thank you very much. He doesn't have a BKB, so there's no way to stop this fear coming in. So he's going to bait it. Yeah, he stopped hitting Roche and is just like, alright, you want to fear me? Fear me, fine. Thank you very much. Nice ult, you idiot. Simply done. Roche is down. Aegis cheese in the hands of MSE, and now, oh no, the Sven comes in at the worst possible moment. They're going to play around with him. Rift comes out. They're going to be able to take down MSS. Scream will come through and do a little tiny modicum of damage, but unfortunately, they're just getting chopped up good and proper, and yeah, the D to the G is dropped. And game number 2 will go to Thunder Predator. We've got a series on our hands, ladies and gents.
Radiant
Telling you, Vengeful Spirit. It's a perfect, absolutely perfect hero against QC's playstyle. Like, this is what I said at the start of the draft. I love it. I love it. And if QC, they figure it out, they should realize the Venge is a real problem. Even that game they lost against Crazy, it wasn't the Medusa. It was actually the Venge Medusa combo.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
one more hero, isn't there, that's been picked up a lot, and that is the Legion Commander. Maybe finally we get to see the Legion, the Thunder Predator Legion. We haven't seen it yet.
5
Yeah, it
seconds
could.
remaining.
No, we did in game number 1. Leo Style played it.
Oh yeah, you played it mid. My bad. Yeah.
So in this draft is a bit more different. So first of all, SVG will not be playing Mirana. SVG's Mirana has been broke. MSS is going to be in the Mirana early. And then this time around, they go with the Winter Wyvern pick in the first phase because they're preemptively drafting this hero to combat the Beastmaster and the Troll Warlord that could potentially be drafted already. So because the Wyvern has been picked, they don't want to pick Beastmaster right away on Thunder Predator. They go with the Storm Spirit route. Now the Storm is very good against Wyvern because you can hunt him down, catch him in the back, right? Theoretically. Now, Storm Spirit does have some weaknesses where he can, and he needs to spend most of the game trying to catch back up. Okay, so Quincy crew, they need to make sure they pick some hero that is able to deal with Storm and hopefully even beat the Storm in the lane. DK is something that comes to mind that's pretty good against Storm and can take his tower, but then again, he's not really going to beat Storm. Right? But something like that could be interesting for Quincy this game.
Radiant team
yeah, I think, I don't know, the thing with Storm as well is that, like, usually you can jump the Wyvern because if he Winter's Curses you, that's still fine because Winter's Curse is down, he's not going to be able to run far enough away from you, or at least he's out of the fight. But you can still get Winter's Cursed into Arrow this game, which we know Quincy crew are more than happy to drop on a core, right?
Exactly.
So that's going to be a concern. But I love that Quincy crew, they're so scared. They pick the Wyvern to be like, all right, they're not picking Beastmaster.
Just in case
the first
you pick
banning,
the
they're
beast,
like,
right? Yeah.
guys, what if they still do? And like, well, let's ban it anyway. Ban it as well. The double whammy just to make sure this this Beastmaster is extra taken out of the game.
Exactly, and the Beastmaster is it's really good with the Storm because you can Hawk and it spots out your supports, right? Or the opponent's supports, and the Storm can zip in and
10 seconds remaining.
deal with them. So you got the Beast Avenged and your hard carry combo. So those three are like essentially like one hero. And then you get the Storm who can utilize the Hawk and be able to freely run around and kill people because you know you already got the Venge Beast plus one carry combo going.
versus Storm, you still need to be able to kill the guy, and the burst is going to help out a lot. And yeah, it's someone who you can afford to put him on the backlines a bit with a blink and just be ready to counter initiate if needs be. And yeah, again, you know, good versus supports as well. These squishy guys just get blown up in one combo. That's what you need when you pick this tiny. You've got to pick it into heroes which can die to you, and that's definitely the case this game. And Thunder Predator ripping through their reserve time right now. Only 13 seconds left as they consider this fourth pick.
They need something to frontline. They don't have anybody who can just run on in. Whoa ho ho!
But we've seen this once before from Thunder Predator in this tournament, and he destroyed on this hero. I mean, he absolutely smacked. Like when you see a good Ricky game, and Thunder Predator get that hero, you've got to be scared on the side of Quincy. And I think they picked it this. The discussion going on there from Thunder Predator was, do we pick the Ricky now, or do we risk it getting banned out? And AMD is clearly just like, hey man, there's nothing more they can pick to ruin this game for me. Let's get a final pick in our off lane, and let me just slap some fools.
They could go for the Legion though. It's a pretty decent hero against Ricky.
Why so?
Quincy. Legion? It's a melee hero against Ricky. Just turn around, man fight him. You can lifesteal. You can put a lot of damage on him. I don't think Legion's gonna be afraid of a Ricky eventually. True. And also has the cover of a Mirana to arrow the range creeps. I mean, we also saw Let Us play it, right? Like they can't pick Troll anymore. They already have a Ricky. Makes a whole lot of sense.
I mean, now I consider it, I'm very surprised Thunder Predator didn't take the Legion when they're playing into a Mirana. Seems like an obvious choice. Wake people up from that arrow stun, but not the case this game. And I think it will get banned out by Quincy Crew now. Although to be fair, I think Thunder Predator don't really want another like frontline damagey hero. Initiation guy, they want to find something which can just like carry some auras and kind of be that brick wall hero. Talking about brick wall heroes, Quincy Crew just built one themselves as they grab up the Underlord.
This is very different from regular Quincy Crew right now. It seems like they're slowing the game down a little. Right? Underlord, it doesn't have that fast pace that you normally see. I think he's good in the sense that he can buy a pipe for his team, because that's the counter to Storm, and it's going to be nice against Lion as well. Yeah. But this Ricky's going to be fine in the lane. He's going to be farming plenty. Or maybe they were thinking about the root against... He ever uses his second skill? Second skill? No, third skill. Tricks of the trade, and then you put the root down, he's going to get rooted when he kills out.
Remaining.
But you have like a chance to kill him.
That's nice, for sure.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so Batrider banned out from Quincy Crew, Naga taken out of the pool from Thunder Predator. Yeah, again, looking like it could be a good game for some illusion heroes, even though you do have a Lion who's pretty good at killing off one or two illusions with the Frog, but with the Hex, but yeah, still, I mean, you don't want to play into a Naga. I don't think they want to play into TB either. I'm imagining that's going to be their next. Although TB, how does TB fare versus Ricky and Storm?
Radiant team back.
Oh, I think it's gonna be fine. Storm can get that long range. I think it's more the Lion that TB will.
Okay.
The Lion can just keep on mana draining the up in the lane.
Fair enough.
Dire team pick.
Actually, it's not even that easy against Ricky because he can get clouded early on and get hunted in the jungle. Quincy need to make sure they don't pick a slow carry, right? Or someone who Ricky can hunt in. And also Thunder Predator, one of the big problems I want to mention is they don't have lane shoving abilities. They have a lot of killing abilities, but they don't have any lane shoving abilities. Quincy have a lot of that. So how is Ricky gonna be able to...
The snake, she's on the wrong team. Medusa comes out from Quincy Crew as their final pick here.
Wow, what a
that looks
shook.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so things I like is that she's going to be able to Hurricane Pike to get away from this Ricky. Great item on Medusa. Can also help you out versus Storm a little bit as well. And the Stone Gaze is going to be fantastic against these heroes. And now the Brewmaster comes out. Things I don't like is that if you do manage to keep her inside that smoke cloud with Electric Vortex or Swap, then she's not going to feel like much of a hero. And I'm not sure they have enough like to turn this Medusa into a hero. You know, she does need that Venge or that Beastmaster. I mean, just getting Vlads and like drums the route down. You don't have to land it directly on him, just as long as you get it where he's going. That can be a factor. And then they have the arrow. I think I actually kind of disagree with you here. I don't think it's like the freest Storm game in the world. I do think you need to BKB in this one.
Yeah, but imagine you have to use all those skills just for that one Storm, right? Like you're committing like does Thunder Predator not have allies who are gonna engage while that happens? Do they not have a vengeful spirit who can stop the Storm out?
Yeah, okay,
right?
true. This vengeance is always feeling like a good pick with Thunder Predator. Okay, another close draft here. I mean, you know, you say this Medusa can farm, but at the same time, the Storm could be a bit of a menace, as can the Riki. I do think this is another one of these drafts which look like it can really snowball from Thunder Predator, and that's exactly the situation we wanted to see them put themselves in. So another good draft. Let's see what they can do. Now we get in to game number 3 in this best of 5 series in the Grand Finals OGA Dota Pit. Is Thunder Predator versus Quincy Crew. Quinn will be on the Tiny, heading towards the middle lane against the Storm Spirit. How does this matchup typically go?
I think it's very favored for Storm, as you can just farm with your Static Remnant and Overload. The only thing the Storm needs to be careful of is if the Mirana rotates to mid and he gets tossed back, or if he gets arrowed and then he gets tossed back into Tiny's tower, or like just the Avalanche toss combo will also kill him. So there's a lot of ways that the Storm can die, but in terms of farming 1 versus 1, I think the Storm's.
That is the dream. Also on the Radiant side as well. I mean, not quite as strong as it used to be, but you do have a small camp close by and a medium camp nearish.
30 seconds to battle.
Frank just took a big chunk of his health. That's damage. Like he was trying to check if there was a ward there, and then Quinn just showed up to make sure that they don't know if there's a ward.
No, get away.
Smacking him in the face.
Arrow in the bottom lane does actually miss onto MNZ, but he's also taken a ton of damage here, and they're going to move over towards MJZ as well. So a lot of damage being dealt by a Quincy Crew here. I'm not too sure what Thunder Predator are trying to achieve with this. Maybe I do now as they throw the stun onto Lelis. They're looking for a bit of aggression here, but with that Firestorm coming on down, it's going to be very difficult. Although Matthew's able to sweep himself in, but he actually misclicks and doesn't pick up the rune. And now he's given his life for nothing here as the right clicks come on through, and Matthew will get finished off, and that's going to be a first blood.
Oh, MSS got the first blood too. That is not the player you want to get first blood to.
Yeah, that's a little bit wacky. And now MNZ going to jump in onto the Mirana again here. The Firestorm's going to come chucking on down. MNZ losing his health pretty quickly. Jumps back in to get the kill. Runs into behind now. But meanwhile, Lelis just smacking into MJZ. MJZ, though, does have the stun and will start to run himself away. Lelis going to chase, but that is going to put an end to things. So finally, Thunder Predator dive deep enough to... Oh, no. The Sal cancels the Riki by the Firestorm. Oh, Jesus. What are you doing, Thunder Predator?
That was such a huge soft cancel right there. And I think Mirana didn't even mind dying there because he comes back with full everything. It would have been a nice kill onto the Riki though, but he dodged that arrow.
I mean, I kind of feel like I just throw all venge. Gotta go down to MSS. Does pop the fairy fire. MSS, he's got an arrow. Kind of needs to land it right now. MJZ, what way do you go? Oh, I don't think this is the right call. Oh, does manage to dodge out the arrow though. Fair enough. Still on the run here. I just feel like when you're running away from Mirana, going into choke spots is a really dangerous moves. Dude, he's still playing him. And deny.
25 seconds though, he's gonna be dead for. I mean, at least MSS doesn't get the kill. It would have been snowballing really big time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, you've drawn MSS away from this lane, therefore the Riki isn't actually being harassed, so he's actually been allowed to just tangle himself up from being super low, which I don't think would have happened if the Venge doesn't go and make this play. So in a way, I think this is actually super worth it for MJZ to pull off here. Meanwhile, in our middle lane, Leo style, he's playing up into Quinn, playing up reasonably solidly, 10-2 to 9-0, pretty far. But yes, I think top lane Matthew will go down. SBG and Yawar playing the aggressive game up here. There's a lot of kills being had across the map. dragging it over towards the neutral camp and avalanching both of them, finding his efficiency. Very nicely done.
He's got a regen. He's happy.
Dude, Leostar just got fed 2 bottle refills at mid. What is this?
That's how you play, man. You gotta play for the funnel on your cores.
It's
like
Frank's
bottom, the
suffering
carry
up
gets
the top
the
now. SVG and Yawar have made a very smart go here as they realize that Sport's gone off to fill some bottles, but in comes Matthew in just the nick of time to save up the Brewmaster and help Frank out. And now they might even be looking in towards Wisely. Yeah, Leos does hit a 6, looks in, steals Bounty Rune, now gets the damage off onto SVG, completely embarrassing him as he takes his rune and his life. Meanwhile, at bottom, though, Lelis is in the trees. A long arrow comes on through. Doesn't connect, though. And MNZ, he's actually the one getting low here. He's going to get killed off. Lelis runs towards the tree lines, but is going to get killed off. But MSS should get revenge. And it's going to be a win for Quincy Crew in the bottom lane. And a much-needed one, to be honest, with how these lanes are going right now. But MSS will be very happy with that one. So, how are each of these lanes going? At mid lane, Leo style, he's doing pretty damn well for himself. He's 34 and 5, and with a couple of kills as well now going his way. And a death on Quinn.
You see that middle?
Yeah.
He just zipped in and denied the ward. Now he's gonna get the arcane rune.
Oh, it's a trap throw! The big arrow from MSS. He predicts it perfectly. Quincy Crew, what a play! Baited.
Damn. That was actually so powerful.
I mean, that's just knowing that this guy is. Well, every Storm player will go for that, won't they? But still feels like it's a dig at the confidence.
I mean, he still got the rune though, so it's still a win for him in a way. He got something out of it, even though he died. So this arcane rune could technically or possibly net him like 2 or 3 kills.
Now, something interesting is actually happening here at top. SVG has spotted out this big stack, and he's picking it out. However, there's an observer ward
How about Yawar?
on the Radiant, seeing it.
Yawar?
Oh no, he spent so long protecting the stack. They're actually going to go for the big kill onto the Medusa, and they get it. Oh, what a play from Thunder Predator. They had the vision on SVG from this high ground observer. They knew exactly where he was, and he was completely embarrassed. And now Leo Star has to get himself away from Quinn. A short drop away should get him to safety, but SVG still trying to chase him down here. Does have the Splinter Blast, but Leostar not going anywhere near creeps anytime soon. Meanwhile, Frank trying to help him out with this wind creep, but looking over towards a big kill onto Quinn. Can he take down the Tiny? It's a question. I'm not sure he can, actually. Tiny's pretty damn tanky. Needs a little bit more than what he's got to bring him down. Frank, my friend, you have got a little bit too deep and will come out wanting. He's going to get finished off by Yawar. A great kill for the Medusa. That's going to bring him back after that death.
Yeah, at least save the Storm Spirit. Frank, I think, way overly ambitious. Go for that Tiny there.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't see how he was
8-minute power run. This is the next thing. It's like every time there's a power run spawning, you can always expect a team fight. Or something to break out. Look at the line. He's already in position, ready for this. Ready for this. Quinn's there. Storm's there.
Now, maybe the thing doesn't happen, but the rune does spawn in the bottom wave. So Steam Zenith is going to grab it, but meanwhile they're able to finish off Quinn. It looks like the CG might be heading the same way as well. Yawar comes in from behind though, and JZ though going to deal the damage, and then we'll bring down SVG. Meanwhile, a long arrow going to connect onto the Storm, but they should be okay. They've got the abilities to defend him with. The Storm will be fine. And the question is, what are they going to take this big fat stack? Because they know it's been seen now, and they need to make sure that they can defend it.
Who's going to kill it? He doesn't have any mana because he keeps on fighting non-stop.
Yeah,
maybe after he goes to base and heal. But then the bounty runes are going to start spawning. So, dude, this is insane. Like, both these teams understand each other so well. And I think Quincy are a bit underestimating in some ways how much they're gonna protect the runes on Thunder, and they need to just start bringing in more heroes. Like this Mirana, I feel he needs to just TP to the mid lane or something and help the Tiny earlier. They're just playing, like, their lineup on side of Quincy is a lot slower than we normally expect. They didn't pick all these fast heroes in this game that they normally pick. They got Underlord, they got Medusa. This is like complete opposite of how Quincy
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, no, they've definitely, I don't know if they've been forced into a different style, or they're trying a different style. I do feel like Thunder Predator have kind of knocked them off their pace a little bit with that game 2. And this game 2 is not looking too bad. Game 3 is not looking too bad for them either.
There we go. Storm's going in. It's only level 7 though. Wait, no, it's a smoke.
Get debated, Steven. Matthew and Leo style, they're looking for the kill up in the top lane. this bottom wave. I mean, this lane phase is super even. In fact, I think MSS is kind of the one making the difference here. I don't know, like MSS is like actually really rich, but then SPG is super duper poor, so it's a bit of a contrast between the two
Radiant's
of them.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, they're making a plays here. Yeah, MJZ keeps going down to his bottom lane to try and do something. Unfortunately, there's not much to be done.
Radiant's bottom
no,
tower
didn't
is
deny.
fallen.
I thought he had that.
Nah, he didn't have enough damage. It's only level 1 Vengeance Aura, so only doing 70% of his damage. It just feels like MNZ, sorry, MJZ is trying to bite more than he can chew in this game by constantly going bottom and trying to defend his tower. But maybe playing elsewhere on the map would have been a better choice because his Underlord is just way too far. He's level 10 and a half already. He's higher level than the Storm by a lot.
Yeah, it's always tempting as a Vengeful to make that play as you've got the middle lane. The fight's going to break out. They drop down the Winter's Curse onto the Storm Spirit here. Can they finish the job though? Yes, they can, because there's that root coming through from the Underlord. Leo Star gets killed. SPG also going to return here. So looking towards MNZ. That arrow's a little bit awry. MNZ still on the run. Quinn gets the Avatos off, but he's got the tricks of the trade. But when he comes down, there's that root coming in again. This Underlord root is doing hella work this game. MJZ up to the high ground. He's going to get chased by Quinn though, and I don't think he's surviving this one, I'm afraid. Right clicks from the Mirana. Quinn, he's got the Avalanche, but he's going to punch him in the back of the head instead. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, this is where it gets really hard for Thunder now because all the lanes are going to be constantly pushed out. This Underlord is huge. He's just going to sit middle, make sure his tower can't die. He's protecting the path to the Medusa. Then on the side of Thunder, they need to figure out how to get all these lanes that are going to be pushing quickly, and it's not really possible because Riki, he pushes very slow, the waves. And in the Storm, if he shows up on the map, there's no threat for QC anymore.
No, it's not.
That's why we've seen Leo Style like constantly being active in this game because he's forced into that role. The Brewmaster and the Riki guys.
Meanwhile, Quincy crew will gather, and they've got the smoke on SPG here. I mean, like Shadow also coming out here. They're looking to try and bring down Thunder Predator. Let's see what they can do. Unfortunately, MSS. Quinn though behind Frank here. They've got the arrow as well. The damage coming down to the Beast Brewmaster, but they know they can't keep him that locked down long enough and get off the damage to the split. Maybe they're trying to bait for SVG. I think they were there as I'll take down the Lion. Nicely done.
Radiant's middle tower is under
New
attack.
Leo Style was nearby, so they couldn't really fully commit to that one. So instead they just bait out a couple of spells, get a nice ultimate with SVG, and that will lead them into the nice kill.
Also got a courier there. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Because the Brewmaster had a hood. It made no sense for them to like run into that Brewmaster.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Quinn gets a courier too. Whew, QC man, they love these couriers.
They do indeed. Yeah, they certainly do. It's giving them a lot of gold as well.
Want to Dior so badly.
Dire's middle tower is under
Leo Star
attack.
gonna pick up the haste rune. Let's see what he can do with it. Gonna be wrapping around. Meanwhile, Yawar just trying to farm some ancients. Most farmed here in the game, as you expect from a Medusa, to be fair. Hanging out with that Yasha power
Radiant
treads.
structures are fortified.
Oak to place. Interesting. Look at the line Matthew's drawing. You want to wrap all the way around. I think Lilith might actually break this one. Yeah, he does.
He does, just about,
He broke the smoke. They know where they're coming from.
Yeah, and Quincy crew just retreating under their tier 2. Meanwhile, they're actually engaging onto Frank here, but Frank manages to get the split off in time, so the arrow won't connect. It is forced out of him a little bit. They're really going for a fight into the tier 2. This seems pretty brave. They're pumping in the damage onto the Tiny, but the Cold Embrace comes down in response to try and keep Quinn alive through this. Meanwhile, the Winter's Curse comes down onto the Storm Spirit, and he's going to get killed off eventually all the same. Now MSS looking forward onto Matthew. Matthew backing himself away, but MJZ and MNZ are already dead with the Riki out of the fight. This one is a clean victory from Quincy crew, and I gotta say, I mean, Thunder Predator looking a bit too desperate for this one. They really did try and force that fight super hard there, even after Lelis had found them, even after Quincy crew backed all the way to their tier 2 tower, and you can't fight under those anymore. I mean, it gives you the auras of the extra armor, the extra HP regen, and just a huge additional advantage from Quincy crew. So yeah, mighty questionable for Thunder Predator to dive that deep to that fight.
You know why they did that, right? Because they couldn't push the mid tower. They want to penetrate the mid tower. They want to kill this so they can access the jungle camps, but they couldn't do it because there's a Wyvern and figure it out. Stay together.
Toss back onto the Storm Spirit. That is damn good. Storm will get up under his tier 2. Needs to zip himself in as he goes in for the Wyvern here and helps him out with that kill onto SVG. Meanwhile, Lelis, the taxi has come and everyone will back themselves away.
There's all space for Medusa. That's all they were doing over there. They just maybe try something. Uber out. And look what Quinn's doing. Back to the mid lane. Always the mid lane. Protect the power rooms. Protect the jungle. Protect the mid tower. Go the creep waves middle. This is what it's all come down to, man. Everything's about the mid lane.
It really has, yeah. And Quincy crew have theirs up right now, and therefore this Medusa feels safe as a lamb, farming up as much as she wants. Living the dream. Meanwhile, an arrow onto Broommaster. Is it enough to keep him locked down? He'll actually have to find a split here, so Quincy can come in, get the burst off, and they'll grab the kill onto Frank. Two-man stun from Matthew is not going to stop that one from happening. And they're even chasing Frank, Matthew down here as well, as they're just throwing a volley of spells his way. He's going to be alright though after all. That's the thing, like you see Quincy crew, they're getting these kills at mid, and they're not pushing afterwards like you might expect, because they don't need to. They're just making space for the Medusa.
Need to. They don't need to. The mid tier 2, too hard.
Unnecessary risk.
And you don't want to, you don't want to give them the opportunity to be able to fight back. You just want to keep on, pushing the lanes out, letting the Medusa farm. Eventually, she's gonna carry you. That's all that matters for them. She's already going for the Dragon Knight.
On the run. Oh, how did that arrow land there? The step shenanigan. He's going to work, and MND is going to get dropped again here as Lance will grab that kill. Down goes that Ricky. Oh man, that's not a hero you want to be losing right now. I mean, this Ricky doesn't have any momentum. He's actually gone for the Manta rather than Diffusal.
Yeah, he needs to remove the root or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, this is why I mentioned in this game that I don't really care that much about the Ricky, because they have so many things to deal with.
Yeah.
The root is so good. The tiny, going on him whenever he goes on someone or counter initiating with it is so good. He's not going to do a lot of damage to the Medusa. He can't get into Medusa's jungle because the lanes cannot be pushed out by Thunder Predator. They just have a bunch of like fighting heroes. Like the best lane pushing ability is the Brewmaster, right? That's terrible.
Yeah, that's sad when you put it in that way, for sure.
So, they didn't get enough out of the first 10 minutes for them to warrant having a draft like this. Now, right now, it just feels like a slow burn.
It does.
For Thunder Predator. It just, like I said, they just can't get these lanes out. Brewmaster is constantly showing. Storm has to constantly show to get lanes out. And QC, all they have, everybody but the carry pushing mid and bottom.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, you are. He's chill. He's just pushing the spot of tower, getting loads done. And yeah, in the mid lane, this is bad. Swap comes out from MJZ to try and help the Ricky, but it's straight into the arms of Quinn. He's waiting. Meanwhile, Leo Star jumping in the backline, trying to bring down SVG at the very least, and they'll throw in the finger as well. Right clicks are there, and they will drop the Wyvern. But they trade MJZ and MNZ for it as well. Both the MZs dead as Matthew runs himself away, but there comes the Avalanche. Arrow's going to come through as well. Also, just about catching. My God, MSS just does not miss. Arrow after arrow, call this man Legolas as he's taken down everyone. The cheers come now as Quincy crew. I mean, they are just wrecking through this third game. I really don't think there's much left in the tank for Thunder Predator. It's, again, it feels bad to call games this early. I don't usually do it, but in this series, it feels like you have to.
Nah, that's what these series is all about. The series is all about who has the better end game or the potential to have a better end game and who's snowballing with it. That's what's happening right here with Quincy crew. They have the Medusa with the end game, and then Thunder Predator. The reason why you're calling it's so hard is because they can't get the lanes out. Any team who can't get the lanes out is, like I said, just a slow burn all the time.
And a Ricky that doesn't get going, a Storm that's not getting going. A Kaya Storm at 20 minutes is a sad state indeed. You know, that useless due to that invisibility, but he's doing his best. Darned him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking grim, man.
it is. You know, another team, another draft will be going high ground on Quincy Crew right now, but they just don't need to. They got the Medusa. They can take this whatever pace they want to. Why risk anything?
Radiant are scanning.
He's gonna have a butterfly
Dyer's
pretty
turret
soon.
has been
At the rate
killed.
Medusa can
God.
follow. Oh my god, they even find MNC. No mercy. No mercy.
MNC.
Being chased across the map here. They missed
Run,
the dust though.
Little Richard. Oh yeah, that does help out a lot actually. Phew.
Oh, Lennon's too. You went over to the right side over here. Transit dust.
Invisibility.
I mean, they don't mind doing this, right? Because it's a Dusa farming, right? Every move they do, it cannot be punished on the side of QC because they always have a Dusa farming.
Arrow back into the Venge, trying to throw into the arrow there. Didn't quite land it. I mean, you know, just a bit of target practice, a bit of clay pigeon shooting in the middle lane. And once again, the Venge will be the one suffering. Well, Leo Style, he's gonna grab himself the Bloodstone. It's an item. Gonna make the hero feel a bit tankier.
Okay.
Able
How
to
about the
withstand
Tiny's?
these engagements a little bit.
How about Tiny's Orchid?
Interesting. Was this the... He didn't even go Echo Saber first, did he? He just went straight into the Orchid?
Yeah. I think he's just gonna Orchid up the Storm or the Ricky or whatever. At least make a Manta force out of him, but mostly for the Storm, I believe. Brewmaster also has no way of removing that. Here we go, Brewmaster. Are they gonna actually?
He's just pumping it all. Oh, jump in the Wyvern right now, taking down SPG, get rid of that Winter's Curse. They could be in a pretty good position, but they are not able to. Frank's still on him though. MNC's going to jump in again here, try and bring down SPG, but with the Quarter Brace, it's just doing so much for him. Matthew will come in from the side with a finger, really try and take him down. They will actually be successful. Meanwhile, Stone Gaze, not seeing that much. Oh, the Storm. They've caught the Storm. They've caught the big one. He's going to jump himself away to the sidelines, but it doesn't matter. They've already caught MJZ, sorry, and Frank's going to get brought down as well. Meanwhile, the real Ricky, he's in the trees. Evan says, does he have it? No, they don't have anything to cancel out his TP, but it doesn't really matter. They've already got themselves the 2 big kills, and with the only losing their Wyvern on Quincy Crew, they're going to be very, very happy with how this one's gone for him.
Dude, do you know what happened to that Brew there? He just split, and then Yawar just pops his Manta, killed the Brewlings like instantly, and then he tried to go back in with the Earth Panda, stun something, and then it had like 1 hit left. Quinn Blakes in, killed it. That was all the Brewmaster's contribution. Yeah, actually he removed the illusions of the Dusa with the Wind Panda, but other than that, like he can't even enter the fights.
It's very sad, isn't it? I mean, we haven't really seen this Brew hero do anything in this tournament, and like 3 or 4 times it's been picked. It's always felt like a bit of a liability. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
oh god. At what point do you call it even?
Under attack.
Okay, listen, there's something more interesting.
Oh yeah, let's go.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate Dusa? As like, you know, you would date her or not?
If I would date her?
Or like,
You know,
if you
based on
find,
her-
how attractive you find Dusa?
Pardon?
How attractive you find Dusa on the scale
Oh,
from
a physical attraction or you know, girlfriend material? Because they're 2 very different things, Steve, you must understand.
Okay, tell us both. Tell us both.
Alright, well, physical attraction, you know, I give her a solid,
Dyer's
maybe 2 out of
bottom
10,
tower
you
is
know?
under attack.
Not super feeling it, I'm going to be real with you. A little bit, you know, it's the teeth, I'll be real with you. It's the teeth. I can't see myself Frenching that.
A bottom storm.
Whoa, what I miss?
Yep, going for the TP arrow, will not quite connect. It was close though, MSS tried for it. But yeah, I quite like
2 out of
Medusa's
10.
personality though. You know, she's a strong woman. She's a bit traditional, but very strong. God, Matthew walking into the secret shop and just immediately getting a ton of arrows thrown his way. Dua will claim his life. Poor old lion. I've got a question. If you could be any hero, you know, have the body of any
Radiant's
hero,
top
which one would you
tower is
choose?
under attack. Dyer's
What?
middle
Wait,
tower
what?
is under attack.
If you could be any hero, which one would you choose?
Any hero.
In this game, let's say this
Hands
game.
down. Oh,
Radiant team pick.
Also seen in this yet. Ogre Magi, very strong laner.
Dire team bad.
Bloodlust is very good.
Legion Commander.
And you can definitely... And at the same time, really good at lane.
Yeah. I mean, Thunder Pirates, you know, I love it when they pick up this hero. I would like them to keep it on Frank this game,
10
I think. But
seconds
then again, I
remaining.
don't know, it depends on the mid matchup. But Legion Commander versus Void Spirit, it doesn't sound amazing for
5
Legion.
seconds remaining.
What do you think about that
Legion
matchup?
Commander versus
Radiant
Void?
team bad. Dire
Okay,
team
it's
bad.
like... You mean the mid like if they're fighting mid, right? For the Legion Commander?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant? Yeah. Last time we saw this matchup, the Legion actually destroyed the Voice Spirit. Was that Leo style? Or it might have been somebody else. I think it was Leo style who did that too.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
I think that's what the idea for Thunder Predator is here. They already know how that works and they're
5
gonna make it.
seconds
I think Quinn will
remaining.
do a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it's still a very, very, very difficult lane.
Dire team bad.
I thought at first you meant like Legion versus Void. I didn't hear the first part. Thinking of something else already. But yeah, now it makes all the sense in the world. They actually battle up against each other. But then, like, this hero has lost, right? The 2 games that it was picked in.
10 seconds
Which
remaining.
is kind of surprising. We thought it would do a little bit better in this grand finals because they had
5
such high
seconds.
success
Radiant team
throughout
bad.
this tournament. But both of these teams actually understand the hero. Legion was really good against the teams who weren't playing Legion themselves.
That you're gone.
Like
Yeah,
Crazy
maybe.
and BA, right? They don't play Legion Command. Their games at least. Maybe that's why it was a bit more effective.
Yeah, that could be the key
10
to
seconds
understanding a hero. You know,
remaining.
just play with it a bit and understand what makes it good, what the hero wants to achieve, and
5
then cut
seconds
that off,
remaining.
which is quite often the form of thinking you need to be in to
Radiant
counter the
team
hero
pick.
picks. And talking about hero picks, heroes which aren't going to be picked this
Dire
draft is going to be
team pick.
Necrophos, Morana, and Morphling, which Thunder Predator have all banned out. Meanwhile, Quincy Crew, they're going to get rid of the Gyrocopter, the Queen of Pain, and the Spectre. I see Quincy Crew, they always seem to ban out their own heroes. Like, I haven't seen Thunder Predator play... Have we seen them play Gyro? I don't think they played Gyro. They certainly haven't
They
been playing
have.
much Queen of Pain.
When they beat
10
BA,
seconds
they
remaining.
played Gyro.
Was that
game.
them? Was that them? But the IO copter.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
No, not IO Copter.
Oh, okay, just raw gyrocopter. Fair enough.
Yeah. And they were very aggressive with it. Play detection. And Quincy, no, because they themselves also play it. So the reason why they're banning these heroes that they play themselves is because they know the potential of what these heroes are capable of doing. So they just want to make sure the opponent can't have it because that's what they think is best. Jakiro being picked up, they're actually going back to one of their comfort picks. Before this tournament started, I expected a lot of Jakiros from Thunder Predator. They did lose some games with it, so they decided like, okay, maybe let's stay off that. But now that they've got their backs against the wall, they
Radiant
decided,
team
okay, let's just go to our bread and butter.
Silencer.
Oh boy, Silencer is here.
comes out.
Wait, that means if SVG plays Silencer, that's a off-lane or position 4 Ogre Magic.
Could be.
Now MSS can also play
10
Silencer. That's the thing about
seconds
SVG and MSS. These guys are amazing support players. So
5 seconds remaining.
they're interchangeable. They can play whatever. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You can pick SVG Dark Willow if you want. He's gonna play an excellent position 5 Dark Willow because most of his career he was playing position 4, and now he switched to position 5. And MSS is just a talented player who can play like almost all the roles. I know him personally. He was my teammate, and for a long time I was saying he's like maybe one of the, or if not the most mechanically skilled player in North America.
Whole of North America. Wow. That is a that's a hell of a praise, to be honest, with some of the other players in that region. But yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, MSS has just been a player he started out really good, and then he started slowly getting better and better, you know, and improving from a very good start. So it's been good to see his journey, and super nice guy as well. Very, very, very chill dude, very down to earth, very chill guy. So yeah, definitely always love seeing MSS do well. Unfortunately, he has struggled to come out on top in a lot of, you know, sticking his head up in the NA region. He's never really gotten to many lands, to be honest. Why do you think that is?
I think for the early start of his career, he played in a lot of very bad teams. That's one of the things. Then he just, let's just say he played in a lot of teams, some delinquents, right? Who didn't, let's say, take the game very seriously, and he just hasn't found the opportunity.
Dire team.
Now, if MSS played in a team, for example, like Puppy or something, right? He would have shined like crazy. He's just an absolute beast of a player. But now he, made a combo with SVG sort of, and they've created this nice friendship, and they've been playing
10
together for a while,
seconds
and he's got some people who are very like-minded to him. And
5
check it out,
seconds
they're probably considered the best team in North America right now. EG's kind of has, moved away, gone to Europe in some ways, but even before that, they were able to beat him, although EG did have 2 stats.
Yeah, and it feels bad to see the duo of Snaking and MSS broken up eventually as well, but I guess it had to happen one day. But those dudes were very tight when they were on Newbie for that TI adventure. I remember talking to them both, and they were just like, oh yeah, we just chill in our rooms watching anime all day. And yeah, but moved to different teams now. Their fates were not intertwined as they would have been liked.
I hate that combo. MSS and Snaking. They knocked me out of the TI qualifiers in the finals last year. Freaking destroyed us in the lanes.
that combo, powerful both in and out of the game, but no longer together. Anyway, has some hero picks and a pretty interesting one at that. Thunder Predator have actually gone in for the Lone Druid. Wow. Okay, well, this draft certainly looks like it takes towers. You've got the Jakiro to smash it down with the
Radiant
Liquid
team
Fire,
back.
and then you've got the Lone Druid with the Demolish. It's powerful.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to play a lineup where they can try to snowball the lane and then try to take towers. They get the Legion Commander, heal, LD, attack speed is like freaking
10
one of the
seconds,
best
Riot
combos.
team.
If the Lone Druid's lineup can actually team, right? If they cannot team fight, it's very difficult. But on the side of Quincy with the Sanking pick, they have to, this lane is not that good for Sanking, I think. Fighting into a Lone Druid and a Jakiro, it's very, very difficult because
10 seconds.
you're gonna get a sentry and the bear's just gonna keep on hitting you, and even if it does lose some of
seconds
his HP, you can just bring it back, summon a new one. Oh, okay. I guess we got another Medusa pick. Interesting. I mean, Quincy are like, yo, we're just gonna fight with the other heroes, and Medusa just gonna fight. This game, though, I actually like Thunder Predator's draft a lot better than game number 3. Because they have
10
Rubik, they have
seconds
Jakiro who
remaining.
can get lanes out, they have enough disables, and then Legion Commander is also a very strong matchup
5
mid lane against the
seconds
Void.
remaining.
Now, Thunder Predator have a really tough choice to make here. What hero they're gonna pick that's gonna counter Medusa? I think Nyx Assassin maybe could work, Mana Bird, and it's good against Sanking and Void Spirit. What do you think of that?
Yeah,
and
that sounds fun.
Nyx's game might be pretty sick.
So you have the Nyx Assassin off lane though.
That's a bit, a bit awkward. And I just want to mention one thing. People were talking about the webcam. Hey, listen, guys, my webcam is great. I just have bad internet. Staying in the Philippines, and the internet here freaking sucks. So, where is connecting to in Europe, and you guys are getting the feed from,
When
that's
you get
the
back
problem,
to Canada,
right?
we're gonna get 4K high definition. You're gonna be able to make out every
Exactly.
pore on Theban's face. You're gonna regret ever complaining about it. Jesus.
Exactly.
Alrighty, we do have finally a
Terrorblade.
Terrorblade in this best of 5, and that's going to be the final pick for Thunder Predator. So it looks like the Druid's going to be, I don't know. Let's actually have a look at who's picking up. Yeah, Frank Legion Commanders, he's going to be in the off lane. Leo Star Lone Druid's going to be at mid, and MNZ on the Terrorblade is going to be in the safe lane. Wow, this feels very, very greedy for Thunder Predator, is what I would say. First off, I think the Druid and the Terrorblade is. I'm not sure I like these two heroes together. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like you picked the same hero twice.
Yeah, this is weird. They actually went with the TB, because TB is actually not that good against Sanking too, especially in the lane. But if this does go to the mid late game though, I think Thunder Predator are going to be good this game, because they're actually not enough AoE damage on the side of Quincy to deal with the Terrorblade, right? So if the Lone Druid somehow crushes his mid lane, and TB, let's say, has a 50-50 lane at least, then I think Thunder Predator will be able to get to the late game. in this kind of draft.
Maybe.
And at that point, I think they're going to be okay on Thunder Predator this game. But Lone Druid has to do well though. Like he has to actually destroy this Void Spirit, or else they're going to be clashing in farm the entire game.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's the space I'm worried about. You know, Quincy Crew, the moment you give them an inch, they take a mile. They're going to be all over the enemy side of the map, and you're not going to feel like you've got farm enough for a Terrorblade and a Lone Druid. That's where my worry comes from. However, they do have the Medusa, and you know, their lanes might not go as well as you might hope. As we'll see how this Lone Druid works out in the mid lane. I mean, I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on mid, and I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on the bottom lane as well. But let's get into it. Game number 4 here in Thunder Predator versus Quincy Crew in the best of 5 grand finals here at the OGA Dota pit. Who's going to come out on top? Well, we think Thunder Predator are in with a pretty good chance here, but I still don't think this is as close as a draft as we had in game number 2. I think I do still favor Quincy Crew a little bit, but I do hope I'm wrong. I think this, you know, Lelis can wreck this game as well on the Sand King.
I think they're doing an amazing job. Thunder Predator, they're making some 5-head plays here. They're actually bringing the Terrorblade to the top lane, so he lanes up against the Medusa, so he can have free farm instead of letting the Terrorblade lane up against the Sand King.
30
So
seconds.
that's huge.
Yes, yeah, that's gonna
I think
be a huge help.
if and Legion Commander, she can do well against Dusa because you got that overwhelming odds. You can run down the Dusa with like an Orb of Venom or something, bully her. But it's a lot more important that Terrorblade does have a good game as well, instead of always having to cash back up. This will put less stress onto the Lone Druid to have to win his lane.
Well, indeed, and I love what Leostar's done with his bear already, as he actually checks to see if the ward is over here. So he sends his bear around the back of the tower just to see, and that means he's not risking his hero with that as well, which is very nice. And even grabbing the bounty rune as well with his bear for the efficiency plays. But it's all going to be 2 for 2 as we start things off. The Thunder Predator are going to be bringing 3 heroes top to try for the first blood. Meanwhile, Quincy Crew, they're going to do the exact same thing in the bottom lane and put in 3 heroes here. But Frank, he's just making himself a little home in the trees. You know, he's doing a bit of deforestation work and trying to get himself nice and
they see Frank now.
Safe and unseen.
They're gonna ping him out. They're like, oh shit, guys. The Terrorblade is top. They're gonna have 3 heroes top. The ward spots the things.
What to do? Well, it looks like they're going to stick with it right now, but there is no... I don't think there's any first blood here. Yeah, SVG immediately TPing up to the top lane to back up your Wa. They're trying to put on the pressure.
What's MSS?
Well, Thunder Predator are actually going to change this. Dang. I don't know, how does the duel versus try situation work here for Thunder Predator?
I think they're okay for the first meta. Then after that, the lane is going to get a lot harder because QC are just going to put... They don't have any sentries on the small camp. So they're going to pull that. Yawar's going to get all the XP on the free. And then Thunder are going to be very XP deprived. MSS will go pull, Ogre will just stop them from pulling big camp, and that's it. The lane's over. So MNZ has 2 options right now. He either pops the meta, fights this, or he TP's bottom. Or pops the meta, fights this, then TP's bottom once meta.
Nope, he's going straight away. Yep, and Frank, they're gonna do the old swapperoonie here. So it's gonna be MNZ versus Lelis after all. Everything restored to normality here as the safe lane is in the safe lane and the off lane is in the off lane. Meanwhile, up mid, Leostar playing up into Quinn here. Currently 5-1 to the 3-2 of Quinn with the creeps under tower. Quinn might be able to grab himself a couple more, but Leostar is doing great on the denies right now, being super annoying. But this is gonna be a factor actually. Redundant Pulse is gonna be more effective against the Lone Druid because there's 2 units caught in it, right?
I guess so. I mean, it's considered as a hero, right? Just bear.
Unit, yeah. So
we'll see soon. I actually haven't seen this.
No,
I wasn't around for the Lone Druid Dave Pro P, right? Like some months ago.
Yeah, that was a time. There was a time, a scary time as well. Leostar might be losing his bear here. Oh my god, Quinn actually jumps in and gets his bear. That's 300 gold. Pretty much a kill for Quinn in the middle lane.
And X. I think that's more than a kill at this stage in the game. Jeez, man, he's full level ahead.
That's costly, man. That is costly. You need to protect your bear, Leostar. You got to be a good pet owner if you want to play Lone Druid, and proving that he's not right now. Meanwhile, Matthew getting walked around on top a little bit here as you warrants SVG. And SVG is ramming his face into people. He's just face checking fools. Luckily, they do have this pressy attack to get rid of the ignite. It's a nice factor. But yeah, so far, so good in the lanes right now. I mean, Leostar really was off to an okay start, but since that kill into his bear, he's kind of just lost confidence in himself. Quinn's just CSing freely, it looks like, into the lane druid. And we know that Leostar needs to have a good game. Are there any supports which can rotate in this game? Maybe a Jakiro gank?
Damn. So many denies. He just got like 2 range denies. He's got a bottle, and now he's got a null flying out. Oh, no. This lone druid is not feeling good anymore, sir.
He is not. Well, MNT's actually taken a decent amount of harass from MSS down here in the bottom of the lane along with Lelis. This is a very annoying lane for the Terrorblade to play into.
Yeah, tanking. Tanking is so hard for me to deal with because it's all magic damage in this lane. MSS doesn't have any mangoes though.
In your face.
Oh, nice reflection actually. Yeah, he gets a salve and the clarity with 1 reflection, which is very value.
Nice, nice. Go straight into the jungle, right?
Yeah, head in there. Meanwhile, Frank in the top lane, he's 12-6 to Yawa's 18-5. Not having a amazing time so far as I feel the pressure of this Medusa Ogre lane. Not what I'm used to seeing, but I can see where it would work. Ogre kind of covers the weaknesses of the Medusa and just gives her a kind of frontliner to sit behind and throw right clicks and snakes at.
Illusion.
It doesn't look like the Resonant Pulse is working on the bear and the hero.
Okay, good. Because I think that would make the matchup pretty unplayable because it's just too much tankiness for the Void Spirit.
It's looking like it's unplayable right now.
Yeah, true. Cliff up in the top lane, but SP's going to TP himself straight away. They don't have any vision or cancels for that anyway, so yeah, just a TP wasted. I mean, at least now if they kill SVG, they will send him on home for a very long time, but I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, they're looking for the turnaround here, but the immediate wake up from Frank put it in the work to help out Matthew. Actually, look at SVG in this lane, man. He's such a beefcake. He's just literally sitting on the front lines, casting Ignite on them, being in front. But meanwhile, we actually have First Blood down in the bottom lane as MJZ's going to lose his life, and Terrorblade trying to fight up with the Metamorphosis and with this illusion. Looking towards MSS here, trying to do the damage, trying to chase him down. Right clicks coming on through, needs 2 more. 1 gets him. All right, well, that is something. That is something. And you know what? I think Thunder Predator will be happy with that.
Oh, they get the ward too.
Oh, yeah.
And the healing salve from the Jakiro, he's gonna TP down there, give him the power treads, or no, just a glove. And yeah, they're gonna help
stop in. Using the reflection for the vision there, very nice. And the dual breath, doesn't quite catch onto Lelis. So Lelis will back away. I mean, he's not
actually chasing this?
Tower. He's not stopping. Look at this dude. He's trying to the tower, but the turnaround with a burrow strike is enough. Oh, we'll be getting the aggro switch up as well. Thunder Predator will survive through this. And Terrorblade will live.
Get mangoed, blast up.
Oh, it's
all the good stuff coming through. Yeah. This is how you play support, by the way. Buy mangoes, buy salves, beat it here, carry. So he doesn't have to buy it himself or have to go back to base. So he can actually carry the game. This is how these pros have been playing for a while now.
It's become your carry's bitch. It's as simple as that. Just accept it. It's gonna happen. Uh-oh, Leostar going for the TP out, but there is no remnant on Quinn. So you can't stop it.
So they're actually trying to run at mid lane because they're so snowballed on this. The catapult has been deleted, so it's not going to be a whole lot of pressure coming through. I guess QC, that's a missed opportunity. But they're going to go farm this stack though. This camp is always stacked.
It really is. Yeah, this is, I mean, almost a bit predictable from Thunder Predator. They're always going to do this, and Quincy could just take advantage. They actually put the ward here to see it. Wow.
Right. It's because every power rune that spawns, the support goes through here, so he stacks the camp and then he goes to the power.
Yeah, finding the efficiency plays.
Yeah,
Fair
exactly.
Enough. You got to defend it. You can't just beat it to the enemy team. It doesn't feel good.
Fortified.
That was a big stack too. Like it feels.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly peek at net worth. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, okay. This is all from farm, by the way. White Spirit versus the Terrorblade, who's got kill and an assist, and you know Terrorblade.
Yeah, but his lane wasn't going that smoothly for the first kind of 5 minutes, but recently things have kind of turned around for him. That kill really did make a huge bit of difference to MNZ, so now he's just able to sit in the jungle. Meanwhile, MJZ is going to be jumped on the tower by Lelis. Lelis is going to be able to grab him along with MSS here, so it's going to be another kill going that way. Now, 4 Storm Intelligence on Sansa. You know, it's no SVG Sansa walking around the map with 20 intelligence at 9 minutes, but it's close.
It'll do.
It'll do, yeah.
Important. It'll do. Oh, SVG, he finds the carry. They're doing the stuff. They're doing the Quincy crew stuff, where they just run their supports into the jungle. They don't care.
Yep. This
like,
is what you do versus Terrorblade as well. Just throw spells at him early. Like, what's the worst? The worst thing that's going to happen here is that Thunder Predator are going to either take over the side lanes, which is pretty good for them, or they'll roam into the jungle to get revenge and protect their Terrorblade, which is not so good.
The bear.
Oh, the bear again goes down. Quinn, another 300 gold. He is rolling in it right now as SVG runs away on the sidelines. Frank's TP'd in, but for what? He's trying to find himself a target. Maybe he can catch up with SVG here and get himself a cheeky little duel kill. Goes in with the pressy attack, and now the duel as well. Matthew comes over, and I don't think they're bringing this guy down the dive. In fact, I don't know if they're bringing this guy down at all. SVG's on the run. Oh, okay, MJZ comes in. The right click comes in from Frank anyway.
Dude, this is what we're talking about. They make like this random play middle with 3 guys. They back off as soon as they get the TPs. And look who benefits from this. Yawar farmed like 2 waves and a camp. Bottom, Lelis had like nobody contesting him. And the Jakiro had to move from bottom tower to the jungle to try and kill that ogre. All they got was a position 5 ogre match.
Look at him though, rocking up top onto Yawar here. He's just like, hey carry, what's going on? I'm another carry as well. And Frank's joining in the chase. He's got 12 seconds off on that duel though, so I don't think Yawar's going down here. But Frank, happy to go into the tower. There is a rotation in, and this is a big one. Quinn's coming on over here, and he wants to find this kill onto MNZ here. A lot of magic damage going to come out of Void Spirit, going to penetrate the armor off the Terrorblade. Terrorblade trying to get himself away, but it might not be happening as the Astral Step cuts through him, and MSS will grab that kill on to MNZ. And a tip.
Quinn is so confident that he doesn't have Thunder. Just committed to that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like, if this guy's greedy as hell, he's not going to Thunder me.
Denied.
If that's me, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, you know, go on this Terrorblade. What if he just Thunders me and have no HP? But Quinn's like, hell no. There's no way this guy has it.
Coming on that 10-minute mark, meanwhile, there's going to be a fight over the bounty ring here. As Matthew thinks he can come in for it there, but there is a lot of damage coming out of this Void Spirit. Matthew's going to get healed up, but no, not going to survive this one at all. Meanwhile, the Astar joins the fight as well. Damage coming down onto the SVG, but it's actually Frank who's in trouble. Z backs himself away. Meanwhile, MNZ just trying to take chunks out of SVG. We're going to be able to finish off Frank here. However, SVG will be the trade, and they're going to look across the more here as the Ice Path connects. They're looking at MSS. The pings are out onto him, dodging the Remnant with Leo style. I don't think there's much more to gain from this one, my friend, and he will back himself away.
He's got a Mask of Madness now. Lone Druid.
Yeah.
You know, I never took Leo style for a Lone Druid. The way that he likes to play, no, it just
Radiant's
doesn't
bottom
suit.
tower is under attack.
He does like a bit of flashiness, and Lone Druid is anything but a flashy play. No, Lone Druid is very dull. He's like a, I don't know, like a derelict building. Very little flash, very little pizzazz.
Yikes.
I
Free food, big creep
Dire's
obtained
top
for
tower
Quinn.
is under attack.
yes, the twin-headed creep killed off by the Void Spirit in the middle lane. Frank's going to try his hand at defending this middle lane and should be slightly more successful than the Dragon was.
Dude, you know who's been quietly farming away and has been having the time of his life? Lelis, bottom.
That was you.
Tension around mid and the enemy triangle area for Thunder, and Lelis is just like chilling down here.
Under attack.
Slowly taking the tower, slowly taking, killing the creeps off. And you can see like, Quincy might be the one of the teams where they don't actually bring the carry to the off lane and try to take the tower like super early and let the off laner go somewhere else. They just let the off laner stay down here and farm. And Yawa will just like find farm elsewhere because they don't want to ruin his timings where he maybe like he goes bottom Yawa, he takes that area, and then Lelis will like go top, eat or something, and Blink is delayed by like 3 minutes. So once he does get the blink though, then now we'll see some action.
Yeah, I mean, Yawa's always on one of these guys who can find a lot of efficiency in the jungle. Meanwhile, MNZ's actually in some trouble at the top as Quinn decides to chase him down here. 2 Espro stats being used. Unfortunately, the Remnant won't connect here. MNZ still trying to play up. He does have that stun now as well, so hard hero to bring down as we have ourselves a little pause. Let's have a little look here. How many heroes? TB died.
TB died? What? He's not dead yet?
Yeah, not yet, brother.
Too soon. Too soon. But Is this the first pause
He's alive, Leo.
we've got in?
No, we had one at the start of the very first game. Don't worry, I was looking out for it. We always have our customary pauses. Guys, you know, let's get a bit of Twitch chat interaction going here. Firstly, do you think MNZ is going to die in this situation? Press 1 if you think MNZ is going to die. Press 2 if you think MNZ is going to stay alive. What would you be pressing right now,
This is an easy one.
Oh, terribly.
They're gonna stay alive.
Yeah.
They've already given up on. They're gonna turn around. They're gonna go for the chicken.
All right. Well, chat.
There's also a Legion Commander coming in.
Press 3 if you think Jakiro is going to die, and press 4 if you think Jakiro is going to survive. And press 5 if you think they're both going to die, and press 6 if you think they're both going to survive. If you press 6, congratulations. Hero's coming in onto Quincy crew right now. They're looking to get this turnaround here, boys. We're going to be target. Ice Blast. Oh, doesn't quite connect into some like cast time so damn quick. But look at Leo Styles there coming forward with Mask of Madness and with Brassy attack as well. But the Global Slam's going to come down and respond. Look at the damage coming out for them right now with the Epicenter coming on down. Oh no, they're just losing their health. And MNZ will be able to get off that Thunder at the very least onto Lelis, but he doesn't find the kill. And now it gets turned around, assimilated onto him. They're playing on low health, but it doesn't really matter. They will only lose Lelis, and in return, they get 4 huge kills from the side of Quincy crew. What a combination as they rock up with that dream Blink Dagger reveal on Lelis there. I mean, absolutely brilliant timing for that Blink Dagger to come out. And that is the product of leaving your offlaner in the bottom lane, letting him take the tower, just picking one of these cores, these one positions which can jungle, and then you can just allow Lelis to make these absolutely huge, monumental changes in the game. Wow.
Dude, that combo this early in the game, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Stun Epicenter, and he's epiing right in front of you. You're like, guys, stun him, and then boom, here comes the global silence. That was actually so epic. You know, these days we don't get to see combos like that because one of the two teams like is always snowballing and they're always avoiding fights. Yeah. Oh, SAG.
Well, he's going for a bit of rewarding, but they're actually going to get one return kill to MJC, and it looks like Matthew's probably hitting the same way as well. And Cess will die in the back lines to Leo Style at the very least, and now they look over towards Quinn. Oh, nice rune coming out from Leo Style there. Do they have finish to damage to finish the job? They don't seem to, and the Stone Gate's going to help out the Quinn a little bit here now. Burrow strike forward. Oh, the lone druid, he is going to die after all. Tried to make a nice little backstab play, but didn't quite work out for him. Meanwhile, MNC, he's like, hey, you know what? This fighting business, it's not for me. I'm a pacifist now. I'm just going to take my anger out on these creeps and keep my head down, and hopefully I'll get some farm from this game. But unfortunately, he is pretty far behind pretty much everybody. The 3 cores on the side of Quincy crew are being dominant on his net worth chart right now.
Yikes, man. The Terrorblade has a lot with now, and he's going for the S and Y first, but it feels like he needs a and he needs a PKB, and he needs a Scotty. There's a lot of items he needs in this game to be able to carry this, and it doesn't seem like his team has been able to provide the space. Like the TB's farming, but they're dying a lot. Thunder side for all that space.
Well, where's the problem coming from this time for Thunder Predator? Because they have the heroes with wave push, which is what we didn't like last time. But yet all their waves are pushed in all the time still.
I think the issue was they over-rotated to this top lane, where they just need to kind of push out all the lanes and just like naturally get the top tower, how QC did. And then the timing was just so bad because the Sankin already got his blink. Like coming in top. They had a good idea to make a dive. It's just they didn't expect the global silence epicenter call.
Well, 2 minutes later, Frank's going to find his own Blink Dagger, which is a little bit far behind the Sand right now, as the Sand King's already looking in towards the Yules, but at least it's something. They have some kind of initiation to jump a target and hold them down. This is going to be a problem for the Void Spirit mostly, I believe, as he's going to be the one trying to play around the front lines, trying to pull off the flashy plays, but he's always got an axe. He's in the middle lane, they're looking in towards the Druid right now, but Lelis jumps in with the Epicenter once again, finds one, finds 2, Talco's Matthew as well, chaining him up perfectly. Frank trying to come into this one, but he's TPing into a fight which is already done. Maybe Lelis will fall from those. And meanwhile, the twin-headed creep, he's back in the middle lane, and he's going to go down just as he usually does. Poor old Jakiro getting chopped up as Quincy crew leave no survivors in the middle lane, and they will be taking this tower with force.
Middle tower is under attack.
Here comes Yawa. He knows his timings. He knows this terribly can't fight. He's played this hero. He sees there's nobody on the side of Thunder who can kill him.
Radiant's middle tower.
Who's just leading the charge. This is what I love about Yawa right now. He's so confident in every move that he does. He's played in a lot of teams too, but in this team he has flourished quite a lot because they allow him to do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much the key to their game, right? Like, it's allow Yawar to have a free game, just play in his own jungle. You know, who needs to rotate to bottom? Who needs to play that off lane? Just let Lelis do that. This is not a high ground you want to go up. I think the Rubik quickly realized that one.
Smoke up, they're gonna try to do something. Game. That's the thing about Yawar. What's good about him is he will always give back to the team. As soon as he feels a little bit strong, he's already playing very aggressively and trying to shut down the opponent alongside his allies.
Yeah, it's non-stop. It's the ability for everyone else to just go and Yawar knowing when he needs to turn up. You know, a lot of carry players, they turn up much earlier than Yawar does for fights, but that's okay. Oh my god. MJZ, sorry, he's the one being brought down this time. Meanwhile, Leo Style trying to survive this one, gets off the ultimate just to get killed off. It almost felt like they were waiting for him to use the ultimate before they killed him, which is kind of mean.
That's a long cooldown, man.
Yeah, gotta get that value out of that kill.
Seconds.
Someone's asking for the win percentage in chat, which is honestly the first time I've seen anybody ask for that. But just so you guys know, it's 8% chance for poor old Thunder Predator to make the comeback here, according to Gabe. Oh, never mind, make that 6%. No, we're back up to 7%. The dream is alive. The 7% dream to stay in this tournament, to try and get yourselves that top Grand Champion position, Thunder Predator. Is it possible? What needs to happen for Thunder Predator to win this one?
Has been killed.
Oh man, a lot. This TV's got to get more items. You need Quincy crew to start diving towers. Because if you look at Thunder Predator, they were meant to actually win lanes and battle together in front of QC's towers. But now they're the ones who lost the most important towers in the game, and they're starting to get pickoffs like defensively.
Oh, Lelis getting jumped in the bottom lane. This actually might be a kill potential. They will be able to bring him down, but Lelis comes in with the epicenter trying to go for a kill of his own here with the global silence, but he's taking damage from the tower. He might just lose his life here. The ult has got to come out. Is enough to save him though? No, yes it is. Yes it is. As MSS just rips in the side here and chases back the heroes from Thunder Predator. Meanwhile, the backlines, oh no, it's going to be a Leo style dead as Quinn just chops him up. He's got the Dragon Scepter completed, so he's just so much damage coming out of this Void Spirit now. It is very, very hard to play into. And even a beautiful jump like that from Thunder Predator, it still just gets punished by Quincy crew. That's still just able to continually smack down the heroes in this bottom lane.
Oh, that's just another bait by SVG. Lelis was just chilling behind. Yo, bro, I'm gonna hit this tower. I'm gonna make them come here. Just epi them if they come. And they don't, like, honestly, they don't even care if they turn around and kill Thunder or not. All they wanted was to bring everybody bottom. And then this will give free farm for Yawar, free farm for Quinn, and if Quinn wants to rotate bottom, if he sees an opportunity, he'll do that. And they just keep on building up their goal lead. It's like wherever Quincy want Thunder to go, they're gonna go there. Because SVG is just gonna be there hitting something.
Yeah, he's a lovely character. This time they get themselves a much bigger target. Jumping onto Quinn this time, and that is not someone you can afford to bait like that. He's going to go down, and Lelis might be heading the same way as well. Thunder Predator, they're on the hunt. They might have just found themselves a nice big fish as they take down Sand King. He's going to get his onions chopped in the bottom lane as down goes Lelis. A beautiful fight from the side of Thunder Predator. They make the exact same play, yet somehow this time it goes much
Radiant's
better.
middle tower is under attack.
They didn't expect that to happen. They had a ward there, and they didn't think Thunder would go bottom after losing the first time around. But you know, Thunder, they're stubborn, man. They still want to be in this game. They're gonna do, even if it didn't work the first time, try again.
Yeah, it's a great read. Just make the exact same play again. Nobody expects it.
They take this.
You feel very, very safe.
Too high health.
They've got a DD on Terrorblade.
They're alive.
Meta's running out as well.
Void Spirit. They will defend this. You know how they defend the mid tower.
True. Taking Quincy Crew's mid tower is no easy thing.
Well, smoke up now. Quincy's done. They're mad. They're like, all right, that ain't happening again. We can't let them. You can't let the pressure off here.
Yeah, Dodo always awards the aggressor. And right now, Terrorblade, he's going to be in trouble right now as the Remnant comes down. Global Silence just being used to make sure this kill happens their way. Another look for more. Yawar is chasing, whereas the Sand King unfortunately gets his blink cancelled, I think, by the Spirit Bear? I'm not too sure. Spirit Bear, though, he's in a lot of trouble right now as yours comes down. And it's going to be the stunning from Lelis there. He actually grabbed two of that one. The Bear is going to get himself away, but unfortunately, the Legion Commander will not. Frank is going to die down here. Meanwhile, MJC, he's on the run. They'll try and chase him and come, so grapple up on onto the high ground here. He doesn't care about tier 3, he doesn't care about anything right now. This is one fat Medusa, and she got slappers a nice stun comes in. Wow, Lelis, they will grab
Yeah, the tier 4s, dude.
Oh dear, they are not stopping. Quincy crew is so mad about what happened to bottom. They're just like, hey, man, like, hey, let's show them
like,
aggression. You want to see aggression? We'll show you aggression.
They even got out alive with all 5 heroes. No, you saw MSS tanking for his bro SVG there? Like, I got you. I'll tank this, I'll tank this. Oh.
Support brothers, stay together.
Island, man. And you saw how much hate they had for that TV. They know that's their win condition. They even blew the epicenter on like a 200 HP Terrorblade. I think he died before the epicenter even came.
Yeah, he kind of did. It was too much. It was just
getting
completely obliteration.
We weren't finished.
See? All right.
I see he actually died.
When you lost the advantage.
I'm actually very surprised he died there. Go for the Roshan. Big plays.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Thunder Predator, you know, I love this mentality from them. I absolutely love this mentality from them. They are not backing down from this game at all whatsoever. They want to fight for every little last shred. They want to earn this title if they can get it. Quinn's coming in though. He might be thinking about a steal right now. They've got the vision with that little remnant boy. Buyback comes out from Zanking as well, but it's too late. The Roshan is down. They have the Aegis on MNC, but Quinn's going to come in and take down Matthew with the same, but now Malik's to be able to take down the Void Spirit. Now comes a stone gaze from Yawar around the backlines, forcing Thunder Predator to turn their backs. Look away. She tries to turn around with the reflection, gets it off, and with the thunder, Yawar's in trouble. Global Science comes out trying to keep them alive here, trying to keep them back and stop them casting their spells, but MNC is just not stopping. He is looking for targets, struggling to find them, and then that's going to turn it around onto Matthew right now. Matthew taking the damage, the Ruler might fall, but the damage coming out of this Terrorblade cannot be ignored, but Quinn will jump on top of him, try and take him down. Can they get his first life taken away? Meanwhile, MJZ, he's going to get dropped. Lelis in the backlines trying to control the rest of the heroes. MNZ is trying to get himself up onto that high ground and run himself away. He's going for the TP out here. Quinn is not going to predict it, and he is going to get himself out with that Aegis. Meanwhile, Lelis, he's kind of playing around with Matthew right now, but Matthew, I think the time might be up, buddy. Although Frank is waiting. He's going to maybe get a duel with the SPG, but if he goes for it, he'll probably give his life. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Frank will go for it anyway, and actually, they don't have the resources to bait themselves into a fight there, because that would be pretty bad with Leostal and MNZ still on the map. So great play from Thunder Predator. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I mean, that's what you've got to do if you want to come back into this series, you know, this kill into a Roche fight. Amazing.
Yeah, and Terrorblade also got a nice BKB Sunder off onto the Medusa, so they had to run away from the fight when and they were able to chase QC a little bit, but unfortunately not enough disables on the side of Thunder to hold anybody down. But very well played by Vision. Go for that Roshan after the up onto the... And they're really trying to keep themselves in this game, and that was the perfect move to do so. Because if QC got a Aegis there, and then they buy like a Rapier on the Medusa, things are not gonna look good for Thunder's buildings.
Not at all. No, they will start to crumble, and they will start to crumble fast. But I almost want the TV to go for a Rapier. You know, Thunder Predator, if you're gonna go out with a bang. Let's make a big noise about it, but at the same time, they don't want to put their fate of their game in such shaky hands. Quinn, he's going to come down the low ground right now, but the silence actually comes out from him. He manages to get off the Resonant Pulse, which silences up Frank and stops him being able to get off that duel. Now he is dead, and Thunder Predator needs to run themselves away, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. They're going to get themselves up to this high ground. Matthew, meanwhile, he is caught out here. Stun comes down. They can't really save him, and then Daisy is going to try and throw in the Vice Path to help out a little bit, but it's not going to do much, and now he's actually going to give his life for this as well. Oh man, this is a little bit sad as Lars comes through, cuts through onto one. It could have been worse, at least their TB and their Lone Druid are alive.
Yeah. They can go split push with the TB bottom, buy a little bit more, maybe get to that Scotty.
Oh, look
Scotty
at this illusion at top,
big item. Yeah, he does have... I mean, he's making it really hard for QC to try and push tier 2 tower. The Aegis has about it's like 2 minutes left, so he can technically bait some things out too. He just wants to farm this thing. They don't have a whole lot of sentries. I wonder if MNZ knows this.
Hard to say. Very hard to say.
They're gonna ping him out, I think. There's a DD bottom. Oh boy. This is gonna bottle that up.
Oh no, and they're going for a smoke on the side of Thunder Predator. They want to try and find the spy right now, but this could be a great bait indeed. Let's see if Thunder Predator can avoid the trap which is being set for them right now. Wards being placed by both teams. They see this ward go down and they know exactly what's happening right now, and I'm sure the idea is forming in their heads to try and make a fight around this double damage Medusa. Thunder Predator, they're just being patient. They're waiting to see if anybody shows in this middle lane here, but there will be no.
No, it's their smoke. That sentry, man, ruining everything for Thunder Predator right here.
Still,
so you gotta put a sentry first before you ward. So the if the opponent has.
Then they'll see the sentry, right?
No, this ward here gets plotted out.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Anyway, Leostyle's best taking a lot of damage on the front lines here, and they are going to put the global silence as Quinn now jumps himself in, trying to get on top of these heroes right now. There's very little he can do about Frank right now, as he's going to get run down. Leostyle also in trouble from the double damage. Dusa, get yourself away from the DT lady. She takes down Leostyle as well. Oh, Thunder Predator. I mean, that fight was never going to go well for them, but as Quinn drops MJC, there's just a graveyard left in the middle lane now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
My goodness, this Dusa, I don't know how they deal damage to her.
Radiant's middle tower.
No, this butterfly makes it kind of impossible against that 2 right-click cores. MKB is queued up on the TV, but he is a long way from home on that one.
Radiant structures are
and now the Aegis runs out just for good measure.
Just gonna back off this. They don't really mind not pushing right now. They can get more items. I'll wait for that. Here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a steroid adducer as well with the Bloodlust. It does such a nice job on buffing up Medusa.
Yep, that's exactly why she's so farmed. SVG has been really focused on giving her Bloodlust as much as he can. I mean, also the Voice Spirit too, right? Him being Bloodlust is scary, especially after the snowballing lane stage that he had.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't mind an extra bit of attack speed to help out.
Yeah, it's mostly the movement speed, so you can like maneuver around the fights and get to the back line easily. Especially with his Aghanims, it's so annoying for. They just get hit twice by the Resonant Pulse.
Radiant's top tower
okay,
is under
I guess
attack.
I just die now.
Guess I'm dead.
Did you see Leostyle? He's just 1 in 7. I can't help but feel so bad for Leostyle. But he's playing Lone Druid. You know, I don't
playing
think
Lone Druid. I mean, he's kind of just a man in his bear walking around the side of the fights.
I always expected Leostyle to be playing something like Death Prophet, Ember Spirit, and White Spirit, and
yeah, he wishes he was, I'm sure. Yeah.
Matthew, yikes.
Yeah, I think what he was trying to do there. No, I was just trying to push a wave. He was just trying to cut a wave or something, giving his life for that. But unfortunately, didn't work out for him. I mean, they do have the MKB on TB. You know, they've got the damage, which can maybe take down the Medusa if they can lock her down and get on top of her. Unfortunately, he has so much control on this team. They've got a global silence. They've got the Blink Burrow Strike available on the Sand King. They really can't engage in these fights currently.
Yeah, they gotta chew through that mana first. Able to. I imagine Quincy at this point are just gonna play like this constantly between these two jungles, and then once Roshan's up, they're just gonna take the Aegis to secure the game. The best move for them is to actually smoke up like this, try to get some vision up, and get one pick off. Looks like that's what they want to do, but they're just walking out of. Might not have any smoke. They did use a few smokes like a couple of minutes ago. They are gonna D-ward though. They see that Quincy was bottom. But Quincy are chasing, man. They know. They're like, alright, you wanna D-ward us? Hell no. Oh no, the bear.
Oh no, the bear's in trouble. Lone Druid as well himself is gonna get walked down, and that's gonna be 2 heroes dead for 45 seconds as the global silence comes out as well. Medusa getting into the middle of this fight, making sure they can take down Legion Commander. She's gonna get cut off and killed off as well as Thunder Predator make his way back. Meanwhile, Quinn being chased by MJZ here. He tries to go for the plays, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for them. Meanwhile, MND, he just ditched on the fight immediately. I mean, he knows when these fights are done for.
Yeah, he's gotta get these lanes up. They need way more items.
Yeah.
They need way more items.
Radiant's top
About
tower
time.
is
He's
under
trying his
attack.
best, man, to keep himself at a good net worth in this game. Yawar's like, nope, I don't care about mid wave. I got a wave right here. Head on in.
Got creeps will hit tower. I think they might have to give up on these barracks, unfortunately, as he gets himself away. Meanwhile, Lone Druid. Oh, that's good. Lone Druid's actually got himself a quickening charm so that every time his bear dies, he's going to spawn a new one a bit quicker. Genius.
Radiant's top barracks
Ult is
are
also a
under
very
attack.
long cooldown. Quite nice for long.
Lift up. They might have SVG here. I mean, I feel like this is actually a fight you want to take on the side of Thunder Predator because you do have the Metamorphosis and there's no Global Silence. It is pretty much the only opportunity you're going to get, I feel, in the next in this game to have a go at
really
them.
hard to commit to it because of the stanking, you know, thing in the fog, right?
Yeah.
You don't see him. So Thunder can actually cancel that. They're gonna smoke up here. Whoa, they're gonna base rush this. It looks like. Oh, yes, he just got.
Yeah, revealed. SVG spots it immediately and knows that feeling all too well when someone suddenly pops out of invisibility. When you get near.
I mean, SVG's placement, positioning is great this game, right? He's just breaking the smokes up on this. He knows he's tanky. He knows the tanking will cover him.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, he's made so
they
much
get
of
two couriers,
Oh,
please.
Quinn's courier is dead with a BKB in it. That's pretty big news. Frank's like, do what you must. I've already taken down your courier. I will die for this any day of the week as he runs himself away and his team are nowhere to be seen. They have accepted his loss and they will move on.
That's big. That's big. Quinn's BKB there. They can take a fight in the next 3 minutes, maybe. They can actually win, or at least kill off a few heroes.
Global Silence is back in as well, though, so that's kind of a problem.
Okay, maybe with 2 heroes dead and fighting 3 versus 5 with the 24
Radiant's
gold
middle
advantage.
tower is under
It's not
attack.
easy.
Not quite yet.
It was making, you know, some possibilities.
Oh
but
no,
also
there's no
they're
possibility. There's a 0% chance of them winning this game. The Dota Plus win probability says there is nothing left in the tank for Thunder
Radiant's
Predator.
middle tower is under attack.
But those
I'm just
aren't
trying to
SA
look
odds,
for
man.
the
Those aren't
silver
SA
lining,
odds.
man. I'm trying to look for a game 4 here, but it ain't looking likely.
Radiant's middle
It's not. It's not.
MNZ still believes though. MNZ
Oh yeah,
still
he's a
believes.
man. He is a man with a plan. He's got his Black Key bar ready as they jump on him right now. They forced it out pretty early, but Global Silence is going to come out afterwards as well. I mean, he can't get the Sunder off, but he's also not going to go down. This is a pretty bad Global Silence, and now they're going to go for the duel onto the Seducer. It's a huge play. Can they do it? The Sunder comes out, the damage comes in, but the Warriors just doing way too much. MNZ gets deleted from the face of the earth. They've got buybacks on just about everyone, which they can throw down if they want to, but with no Metamorphosis, with no duel, with nothing left in the tank. I think that this might be a good game. And Quincy Crew certainly thinks so as they run into the tier 4s right now. And GG Gratz is cool. Leo Star will call it, and the tournament will go to Quincy Crew. They'll be your champions of the OGA, Dota Pits, NA, and Latin America tournaments. It's been an absolute blast, but Quincy Crew will be your victors in this best of 5. Commiserations to Thunder Predator. They showed such life, and MN's
Damn, man. They tried their best, but you know, QC, after losing that game number 2, they really figured out what was the key components for Thunder to win against them, and they just made sure they weren't able to get it, man. Banning out the right heroes, putting themselves in the right position in the game. This